Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope everybody's staying safe, and I really mean that. Anyway, I am going to be installing new spark plugs in the engine today and mounting the coil packs and putting new plug wires on. I had one bad plug wire on this engine when it came, and I decided, you know what, if I got one bad plug wire, I'm sure the others aren't far behind in failing. So I just decided may as well buy some new plug wires for it. Anyway, so that's what I did. They weren't that much. Anyway, that dipstick tube, I had to let the bolt go that holds that in place to get the plug in beside that. It was pretty tight to get it in there, so I just let that go and pulled it back out of the way. Wasn't a big issue at all. I wish I had to move that air conditioning line. It's just bolted to the firewall and it's not going anywhere. It's just kind of in the way right now. So I think I'm going to actually take the air conditioning lines off of it for the time being, until I decide what I'm going to do for air conditioning in this truck. I'm just not sure what to do. I was thinking about mounting it over where the alternator bracket or the alternator goes. But I don't think it's going to fit over there. I don't think there's enough room. And then I was thinking about putting it on this side, the passenger side, near the top. But I don't know if that's going to work out that well either. It might. I think there's a kit you can buy to actually install an air conditioning pump right there. And that might be what I'll end up doing. I don't know. I thought about putting it down in the factory spot where it would be if this truck came with this engine in it from the factory. The AC pump would be down on the passenger side, down low there in the engine, and that's where it's supposed to go. But I really don't. I think it's going to be too tight down there. It's really very close to the frame. I just think it'll be too tight to get it put in down there. So more than likely I'll look at the kits that you can buy to mount a pump up by where the oil fill is there, at the top of the engine. I think it'll look good there, and it's easily accessible there too. So I think that would be the best. Probably the best spot for it. But anyway, the spark plugs, fairly straightforward to put in. I usually tighten them in till they bottom out, and maybe give them another 1/2 to 3/4 of a turn just to tighten them up. I don't like to over tighten them. Some people do. They put them so tight and then you can't get them out down the road if you ever have to change them. So anyway, the number for these spark plugs, they're NGK spark plugs, and they're TR5, and the number is 2238. That's the number on them. My son actually bought these spark plugs brand new for this engine, so and he said you may as well use them. He said I don't need them, so anyway, so I'm putting them in, and they all went in really well. No problems. But the headers, I don't know, like, it's like they make headers and then they don't test fit them on the engine to make sure that plug wires and spark plugs and all that are going to work with the header. It's like they make the header, make sure it'll fit on the engine, but then they don't think of spark plugs and stuff. the set of chrome headers that my son bought for this engine, he bought a set of chrome ones first, and very nice headers. The problem is you couldn't get the spark plugs in. The tubes were in the way of just getting the spark plugs in. Forget about trying to get the wires on. You wouldn't. There's no way. And you couldn't even get the spark plugs in. The actual pipe was right in the way of the spark plug. So I don't know why they do it. Now these headers weren't too bad. These ones were pretty good. There was only one plug. It's actually the one on the driver's side, second one in from the front. That was kind of close to the pipe, and when I put the boot on, it was actually touching quite a bit. So I did have some heat shield wrap. It's made especially for spark plug wires. It's supposed to protect up to like 2,000 degrees. So I'm hoping that's going to protect it and keep it from melting. I don't know if it will or not. I'll give it a try, and if it's going to be a problem, I may have to take that boot off and change it to a 90-degree boot, which isn't a big deal. I've got 90s, I've got 45s there too, and they're shorter. So I may switch it over to a 90 or a 45, and then just put the heat shield over top of that again, and it should be fine then. It won't be touching at all. But I'll leave it like this for now and just see how it's going to work. The heat shield might be enough to keep it from hurting the boot. I don't know. But we'll find out anyway. But yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they don't, like, if they make a set of headers for an engine, put them on and make sure they fit with the spark plugs and the boots so that they know they're going to work. I don't get it. But anyway, these ones will work okay. I don't think there'll be any issues at all. It should be fine. So here I'm just starting to install the wires. I got the coil packs put on there and everything plugged in. It came with a little bit of silicone grease, and I just put a little tiny dab on the inside of the boot on both ends, and that's just to help kind of seal it when I put it on and give it a couple of turns back and forth just to work that stuff around. And yeah, they went on no problem at all. They were fairly easy to put on. As you can see there, I'm getting into my wiring too. I'll have a video on that, just marking the wires and stuff like that, so that'll be coming up here soon. I'm sorry this video kind of ran a little long, but I thought you would like to see spark plug installation and spark plug wire installation because they're kind of connected. Anyway, so I hope everybody's enjoying the videos. I hope everybody's enjoying this build. Next video that I should be uploading, I believe, will be on the wiring, or at least starting the wiring anyway, and explaining a little bit about how that all works. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everybody's staying safe out there, and we will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.